Hey guys, what's up? The new patch just dropped on the official servers, and as always, we're here to break it down fast and simple. No walls of text, just the stuff you actually need to know. Let's check out what's new in this update. Granger got hit with a nerf in this patch, mainly to his mobility and range. His skill 2 dash is now shorter, and his ultimate has a reduced dash and shorter cast range. Also, it no longer reveals enemy positions when fired, but there's a silver lining. The damage on each ultimate shot has been slightly increased. So what's the takeaway? You can still hit hard from a distance, but you've got less room to kite or escape. You'll need to be more precise and play smarter around positioning. Cecilion's been slightly nerfed to tone down his mid-game damage. His skill 1 base damage stays the same, but the scaling as you level it up has been reduced, so it doesn't hit a sword later on. On top of that, the destination damage, the bonus burst when the bat reaches max range, has also been lowered. What's the impact? He's still strong in the late game, but his mid-game poke won't feel as oppressive. You'll need to rely more on smart positioning and combo timing to stay effective. Fanny's overall damage output got a small nerf. Skill 1's base damage was reduced, and her ultimate doesn't hit quite as hard either. This change is aimed at making her less dominant, especially in the hands of high-ranked players. The takeaway? Execution matters more now. If you miss your cable chain or combo, it'll be harder to finish the job, so you'll need to be extra clean with your mechanics. Suyo's passive now only reduces physical damage, not magic. So what's the deal? It's a targeted nerf to make him less tanky overall, especially against magic-heavy teams. Pick him wisely based on the matchup now. Yi Sun-shin got some major upgrades this patch. His passive now shows whether your next enhanced attack is a glaive or an arrow, way easier to track during fights. His ultimate totally revamped. Now he summons a turtle ship, gains vision of the entire map, and speeds up. Cast it again and the ship charges in, stunning enemies before blasting the area with 3 waves of cannon fire. It's got more impact, more bursts, and honestly, it just feels way better to use. Definitely a glow up for YSS. If you haven't played him in a while, now's the time. Valir got buffed across the board. His passive now does better scaling damage, and skill 1 travels faster. Plus, it now benefits from cooldown reduction. Skill 2 also deals more damage. His ultimate no longer boosts skill 1 and 2's base damage, but with the passive changes, it balances out. He's better at sustained fights and wave clear, stronger mid to late game. Gord got a solid upgrade to help him feel like a true long-range mage. His passive no longer works with basic attacks. It's all skill-based now. Skill 1 now has a new aiming system with a trajectory line and camera shift, so it's easier to land. Skill 2 now hits more times and faster, though with slightly less damage per hit to keep things fair. And his ultimate, wider beam, new camera shift, and it now auto-targets enemies already hit by your other skills. Gord is smoother, smarter, and a lot more satisfying to play if you can hit your skill. Clint now packs more punch in the early to mid game. His passive hits harder and his ultimate recharges faster, but it only holds 3 charges now. So what's changed? Less one-shot burst, but more consistent poke. Good for lane pressure and quick trades. Natan got a smoother combat flow. Now he can basic attack faster after casting skills, and his passive stacks are easier to keep up during fights. To balance that, his base attack stat went down a bit. Net result, better feel in fights, more sustained DPS, but slightly weaker early trades. Leomord's mounted form is now a bigger threat. Barbiel runs faster to him, he gets more speed and defense while riding, and his ultimate cooldown is shorter. To balance that, the mounted form is shorter in duration, and Barbiel's knockback does less damage. You've got less time on the horse, but more power. Make your moves fast and aggressive. Fredrinn clears jungle creeps faster now thanks to his skill that now deals more bonus damage to jungle creeps than before. His skill 3 also has a shorter cooldown at higher levels. Jungling just got more rewarding for Fredrinn mains. Jawhead skill 1 now has a lower cooldown in the late game. More damage, more chaos. Simple and effective buff. Novaria's burst builds are now more viable. Skill 2 got a higher magic bonus, and her ultimate has a shorter cooldown now. Less spam, more burst. Choose your build wisely. Kaja's skill 1 cooldown is way shorter, but his passive has fewer stacks and slightly weaker damage reduction. Faster combos. Just don't expect to tank as much early on. X-Borg gets more early armor and faster cooldowns on skill 2. He's back in the fight more often, and tankier early game. Balmon's skill 2 now scales better with HP, giving tanky builds more bite in the late game. A heartwarming buff for our spin to win king. Harith's skill 1 now travels faster, making it easier to hit, but it deals less damage. His skill 2 shield also got nerfed. He's still strong, just not as unkillable. There are also some item changes you should definitely know about. Dominant size now gives HP instead of mana, better for tanks. Black Eye's shield got cheaper and now gives HP instead of mana. It's more efficient all around. Lightning Truncheon had its damage curve improved and no longer gives movement speed. It now hits more targets and scales better for wave tier. Tanks win, mages adjust. Builds might look a little different after this patch. That's the full patch wrap up. What do you think? Best update, or did your main get nerfed too hard? Let me know in the comments.